to God through Christ. And let me say this. Revelation. We have to get a revelation of God, and we do that through Christ. He reveals to us. He said, boys, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So you get a revelation of God through the person of Jesus Christ. You get more of an insight into the character of God, the personality of God, and all these things, and God's views and opinions and everything else. Revelation. When you receive revelation, we talk about it all the time. You hear about it all the time. We are constantly saying, praying for revelation. We try to give revelation and disseminate revelation. Let me say this. Revelation is a call to action, not just a call to know. Revelation, not just for us to soak up some knowledge and have it in our reservoir, or have it in our pond that has no reservoir, that has no way out. We soak it up and keep it in. We don't share it. Revelation calls for action. If you have a revelation concerning God, concerning Jesus Christ, you need to share that revelation with others. Amen. It's a call to action, not just to know it. So I want you to notice that they, again, immediately, in verse 18, they immediately left their nets and followed him. We see where he began walking down the coast of Galilee, and he saw Simon, Andrew. They were casting their nets. They were fishermen, of course. This was their livelihood. This is how they made their living. He said to them, follow me. And it says in verse 18, they immediately answered his call. They immediately answered the call of the Lord. And they followed him. Listen, there are doors and windows and seasons that have to be considered regarding our response to that call. I understand that. We need wisdom when God calls. But let me say this. Our response should be immediately, yes, Lord, just like that song we sung a while ago. Yes, Lord, yes, to your will, to your way. Yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your Spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart I'll agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. So we can immediately, we should immediately say yes. We may not know all the schematics. We may not know all the mechanics. We may not know even what it is he's called us into exactly. But we just need to, when we hear that call, we sense that call, we need to say, yes, Lord, immediately. Answer that call. Amen? We need to immediately respond. In other words, we need to leave our nets wherever they are, wherever they may be, so we won't be deterred as being fishers of men. I hear of preachers, and you've heard of it a lot, I hear of them many times. Some who say, well, I ran from the call of God. I ran, I was scared and I ran. That's kind of like Jonah. Jonah ran. But I think we need to be running to him instead of from him. I don't, I didn't really, now when I realized the Lord had called me, I was scared. But I didn't say no. I didn't run from it. But I was scared. For 3 months, I didn't tell a soul. Then I made a mistake one day of telling Billy Melton. And he had a radio program. Now, I told y'all that story before. I won't go into all that right now. But one of the most terrifying times of my life. But anyway, I didn't run from the call. As terrified as what I was, as scared as what I was, I didn't run from it. And I can't understand guys running from. Especially if you already love God. You already have a relationship with God. Why would you run from that call? And so we need to drop our nets when we receive the call, drop what we're doing and answer the call. And listen, that doesn't just mean pastoring churches. That doesn't mean standing behind pulpits. Every one of us, you already know, without me reiterating, every one of us has a call in our life. And so they immediately left their net right where they were and followed him and answered the call. It says,